Alright, maybe you need to press twice. Alright, so today we're gonna demonstrate the glass cleaning procedure for the PIP on a chip experiments. So for that we're gonna need this glassware, okay, 190 by 100. We need these glasses that we're gonna clean. Alright, need to clean these. Obviously I'm gonna clean the glassware before using it, but for this purpose we're gonna use 7X detergent, okay, and that is located right here. 7X, that means we need to dilute that 7-fold to bring it to the working condition. And we're gonna need to get these glass holders, and they're located here underneath this printer. So we're just going to get a few of these. Let's take 3 for right now. Okay. And these are the counts. So I think both of them might be operational, but I'm certain this one is operational for sure. This is what we're going to use it for the annealing step to make sure that the glass is smooth, and it will bring up the internal temperature up to 550 degrees Celsius. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so we can put the glasses in there right away. So I try to not to hold it in the middle, so I catch it from the sides. All right. So you can see, you can place them just like that. All right. And I try to skip the very first spot, just so that the glass doesn't touch the sides. Okay. So I skip the first spot. I went to the second one.
But then they can go right next to each other?
So for the next one, again, yes, you can put it right next to each other, but do it on the opposite direction.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And basically just alternate all the time.
It's modern art. And you said that you generally clean 40 pieces of glass at a time.
Yes,
in general.
Yeah, about 40, and that should be sufficient technically up to 40 experiments, unless something goes wrong, you break or gets broken during this process, cleaning procedure. So yeah, I think 40 is a good number and convenient to the cleaning process. And obviously you also need to account for how many of these you can fit it inside it without them touching each other. So. Okay, one more. Alright, so we have 5 in one direction, 5 in the other, so we can fit 10 in here. Alright, let's go the other one. Same thing, skipping the first spot, going to the second one, and from thereafter we go in alternating positions for each glass.
When you start doing experiments, how many experiments do you tend to do in a row?
I can comfortably do 1 experiment per day, but you can do, I think one can do 2 experiments per day max if they had to, but comfortably 1 experiment a day, because you still need to analyze data as well, and I don't like collecting so much data and analyzing all at once. I like going one by one. But it's up to you really. So. had exactly 20 glasses.
Perfect.
Okay, and we'll keep this one. I'll just spray it with nitrogen or just air to get rid of any dirt or dust that might be inside, and we'll use this as a container for the cleaning glass later on after the annealing process. Okay, so I'll just keep that on the side. We don't need that one. Let's clean this one. So there's some residues from whatever process that we've done previously. So I just washed it with ethanol. Now this one, it's on standby mode, so you need to click start. If you're first person in the morning, it might take about a minute to kind of calibrate itself, flush the system, and then you'll be able to use it. But this one was already flushed, so you can click right here that says mode to start water flowing. So I will wipe the entire thing first. Alright, so the ethanol is here. That is yellow cabinet. Alright, and the very bottom, 200 proof ethanol. Alright. I'll just refill that bottle. This is good, so you get to know where all the ingredients are.
What do you need?
No, not really. I feel like I've seen lamps around.
Isn't the one right here?
Oh
What kind
no,
of
like
clamp?
you're at clamps for the ring.
Oh, I see. Alright. Well, as long as the inside is clean.
Here's your lamp.
Always use the brush as well.
Yeah, there's a bunch in here. Not too many adapters, but just one.
And again, these dishes mainly are used either for this detergent solution or ethanol solution. So even if it is not completely clean, it's probably detergent. So we're gonna use the exact same detergent. But my suggestion is after you use it, clean it very well so that this step is easier the next time. Because once the detergent solidifies, it's just harder to clean. You can pause it right now.
Yeah.
Alright, so the glassware is relatively clean. So as I said, we have the 7X detergent that we need to dilute 7-fold. So normally we don't necessarily use grinder cylinder or anything to measure, but the easiest way to measure it basically, you know, can go up to 7 centimeters. Okay, so you can mark 1 and 7. So you will fill it up to 1 with the 7X solution and bring it up to 7 with water. Okay. So let's mark that.
there. It's a little
It's fine.
right in the middle.
Alright. So, well, now we will add water, and you will see that initially it will be kind of cloudy solution, but as we heat it up and we bring it to almost boiling temperature, it will become clear. Once it becomes clear, then we add the glassware, and that's when we keep the glass in there for about an hour. Okay? So the first step, where we're bringing up the temperature to almost boiling, that takes about 15-20 minutes, more towards 20 minutes. So let me turn this on. So we use this hot plate, and I use setting number 9. So that's the temperature that keeps it, that brings the temperature right about boiling, but not completely boiling. Okay, so because we don't want too much water vapor, otherwise it's just the solution volume is going to go down. So 9 is the perfect setting that works for this. Now let's see if can we use this?
Yeah, go for it.
Just gonna open it.
If I turn on the sonicator, will it ruin your video?
I don't think so. It would be a nice background music. Okay. And I try to do it sideways like this so that I don't create too many bubbles, at least in the beginning. Obviously, you can do it the other way as well. Add the water first and then add the detergent. So that you will mark the 6 and 7, bring it up to 6, and add another part of detergent.
I was going to ask why you didn't do that,
Yeah.
but there's no reason. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
one
good to
way or
know.
another. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, that's good. Alright, stays. Okay. As I said, initially it's cloudy, but in about 20 minutes that's going to be completely clear. Okay, show one more thing. Alright, so it was about 20 minutes, so you can see that the solution turned transparent right now, so that's what we want. And at this point it's ready for us to put the glasses inside. Okay, so we have these clamps that we're going to use for these glass holders so that we can take it just like that. Alright, and then we'll just put it inside. We're using this so that we don't burn ourselves. Alright, like that. I will just push it a little bit more towards the middle. Alright, that's fine. Same for this. Okay, so I'm paying attention that they're not touching each other. Alright, so that's the only thing. So if you're preparing 4 of these, just make sure that they're well separated and they're not touching each other. Okay, so at this point we're gonna let it go for about an hour, and every now and then we need to come back and check this, because as the water evaporates the level will go down, and at that time we just need to add some fresh water just so that we keep the keep the same volume level. All right. All right. It's a little crooked.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So now this step is done with the detergent. It's been about an hour. So now we're gonna get rid of the detergent and then we're gonna wash it with lots of water. Okay. So you just need to be careful not to burn yourself. You can actually use the gloves if you want to. These are really thick, so let me just try. Get it down here. Okay, it's not that bad. So just don't be in front of me.
Let me move to the side for your.
Let me just do this.
Oh, the hybrid technique.
There we go. That works. Okay, now let me get the gloves. People are fast with taking these. Alrighty. So, as I said, we're gonna use a lot of water. So I will demonstrate one. You will record that part, and for the second one, you can pause the video so we're not wasting battery and memory. Okay. So let's turn on the water. Okay. Just until we take it out, I will use this. Okay. Let's see if it is still hot. It's a little hot. Give me a second. Okay, so I'll start washing it right away. Especially the ceramic to make sure to cool it down so I don't burn myself. So I try to add water to all of the glasses
On both sides.
on both sides. So it's gonna be a good amount of time, maybe a few minutes per 10 glasses per setup. Okay, and I don't want to hold it way too low because then too much force might actually break the glass, so I kind of try to hold it at about that distance. Okay, because these glasses are really, really thin. And I don't want the detergent to kind of dry out on this one, so let me put it in and out real fast. So that's why I will switch back and forth. Okay, because if the detergent dries, then it's going to be more difficult to clean it. So you can actually keep the second one in the detergent while you're cleaning the first one a little bit, and then take out the second one. Or one other option is to have another glassware like this that is filled up with water, so you can transfer all these glasses into the water one, and then you take it out and individually wash them further. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, you wash it with copious amounts of water.
All right. Is that all that we want to demonstrate?
Yeah, but just heads up that we still gonna keep washing these. I would say close to 3 to 5 minutes per setup. So
Okay.
all right, so you can stop. All right, so we have cleaned them, and I just place them right here to get get rid of some of the excess water. But then we're gonna dry them completely with nitrogen gas. All right. So we have the nitrogen cylinders right here. Okay. Nitrogen. Lefty loosey. Make sure that it's on and the nitrogen is flowing. This basically points to the direction of which cylinder is being used. So currently we're using this one, and on this one, this rotates 180 degrees, and this one controls the pressure in line. So right now, pressure is fine. As long as it's around 50, it should be fine. Okay. So this is the valve that controls the nitrogen gas that will go through this tubing. I just want to clean the surface a little bit. It's a little dirty. Working again?
I think it's working.
It's working? Okay, good.
I didn't hear the...
That's good.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
A true kind soul.
I just want to clean the very tip because sometimes they use this to dry specific dyes and stuff, and sometimes if it sprays there's some dye left over, so just want to make sure it's clean and I'm not transferring anything to my glass. Okay, now we're ready to dry. Good. So I'm a lefty, so normally I go this direction, so I come this direction. Okay.
And you're going straight down on these?
Yeah, I'm going straight down. I don't want to like push the entire unit, so try to go like this. And basically all the water right now is going to the very edge of all the glasses. So, but anyway, I try to, apply the gas to all the glass pieces. So you can use paper towel or whatever to get rid of that excess.
Nitrogen gas.
But yeah, I try to hold it just in case so that it doesn't move. But if you look at it from top, you cannot see it with the... once we edit the video, it's gonna be low quality, so we won't be able to see that. But anyway, if you looked from where I'm standing, you can see tiny droplets at the very end,
bottom
of the glass. So once those are dry, that's when you're ready to go to the next step. And again, you see at this point, I'm not touching with either this or with my gloves, I try to hold it from the ceramic itself. I think this is pretty good now.
Alright. I'm going to stop it there since we're going to do the same thing, right?
Yes, correct.
Oh no. What
You're
if
on
I'm
video.
stuck in it on tape?
I can blame it on you.
Okay. So I
Alright.
turned it on and off
Yeah.
just to start it fresh. And so if you click the start and stop button,
Okay.
it says idle.
Okay.
Wait, click it again. Program 6.
Okay.
Ramp 1, 250.
Okay. So what does that mean?
That's high. The speed? 120. It would be the speed
how
at
many-
which...
degrees per
So I want to go up to 550.
Mhm.
This is how fast it'll go.
Yeah. So is 100 degrees at a time would be?
I think we usually do
decent?
120.
120. All right.
So now you can just click lower.
Okay. sure that it's correcting.
How can you tell whether you're recording what you want?
When it's
I rely on him looking at me
Oh, okay.
that red light.
because I certainly can't tell. It's strapped to my face.
Okay.
Okay,
And if you're
120.
content with that, now click start stop.
Click here.
And it's saying the degree C, so
Okay, I want 550.
that would be where you're stopping the breathing.
Uh-huh.
Click it again. It'll hold that for 6 hours. So stay at 550 for 6 hours.
Okay, I think that's what we normally do.
And then
Okay.
that's just saying it'll ramp
Stop
as,
and
yeah.
see there's gonna be no ramping. Okay. And then start. Click again.
Yeah. Go ahead. Breathe away. No,
Okay,
it's on.
it's on. Alright, so now there's no way to forget it. We have video record of this with Virginia and Ann from Kramer Lab. Ladies and gentlemen, we're out.